My name is Latesha Browning. Everybody calls me T. I prefer to go by T. I am an RBT, a registered behavior technician, and I've been working with Attendant Care for a little over 2 years now. I started with the autism side of the company, and I work in the Chesterfield location on 23 Mile.
Good. So other than your RBT certification, do you have other professional certifications?
I do not. I am in school. It is not for behavior technology, or it's not for, to become a BCBA. It's not in the field at all. I'm actually going for surgical technology, and I kind of ran into this field and I kind of fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of ended up coming here. I feel like the job found me.
There you go. Perfect. So give us a little bit about yourself, like your favorite color, your favorite food, your favorite animal, that sort of thing.
Okay. So I like to consider myself to be kind of like a nerd or a dork. I will sit at home and play on my Xbox all day. I love to play The Sims, and I love to watch The Walking Dead and The Big Bang Theory. So those are pretty much my big favorites. I have a 5-year-old who thinks he's an adult. So I have one of those, and it's cool. I get to play with him sometimes. He's a gamer. We'll sit and play video games. I like to bake and I like to cook, and sometimes we'll get in the kitchen together. As far as a favorite color, I guess my favorite color is black. I wear a lot of black. So it'd probably be like black and gray and maybe tan. I don't believe I have a favorite food. It's just too many foods out there. But I guess if I had to choose one food, it would probably be a Philly steak sub with extra steak sauce on it.
I love Philly steaks. Oh man. My wife always gets on me everywhere we go. It's I either get spaghetti or Philly cheesesteak. And if it's on the menu, I'm gonna try it.
Right? Why not? Yeah. So I feel like that pretty much sums it up for me. I do like to read whenever I have the chance to. Again, I like scary stuff and like horror books and horror movies. So anything like haunted house or ghost related, that's up my alley. I'll read and watch stuff like that.
So you said you play Xbox. What's your go-to game right now?
It's definitely The Sims.
Okay.
If not The Sims though, I definitely like Call of Duty. I just like to play the campaign mode for the most part though.
Yeah, it's one thing I got away from gaming, a little while ago, and then I picked up a Switch a couple months ago, and I always liked the Mario games and, just the little stupid fun ones like that. I've never been good at first-person shooters. I don't know what it is. I can't do it.
That's all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, I've just never been good at it. Give me a sports game, I can do pretty well. Give me a Mario game, I can beat it in a couple days. But you give me a first-person shooter, I'm dead in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm either going to blow myself up with a grenade, or I might even find a way to stab myself in it.
Yeah, it's possible when you're just learning, at least.
Yeah. All right, so let's go on here. When you wake up in the morning, how do you get motivated for the day?
How do I get motivated? I don't know. I feel like my coffee is my motivation. I'll get up, I'll turn on my radio or my talk show, see how the weather is doing and see what everyone's been up to. And I have a cappuccino maker in my kitchen. So I'll just get started with that. And I feel like once I start to hear like the coffee actually hitting my mug and I can smell it, I'm just like, yes, I'm ready to start my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing major, just the smell of coffee in the morning is all I need.
Oh, especially after a long night with a kid, that first sip of coffee it like warms your whole soul.
Don't talk to me until I've had at least half of this cup, and then we're good.
That's funny. All right. So all right, if you're comfortable with it, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your family.
Okay, so as far as my family goes, so I'm a single mom. So it's really just me and my little 5-year-old. His name is Isaiah. He is a big ball of energy. I mean, he is nonstop every day. I like to take him to the park and take him just anywhere just to burn off that energy. Lately, our favorite thing to do has been bowling, with the pandemic and everything and things slowly starting to open back up. That's been the safest thing for us to do. I have his dad too. We are not together, but he helps out a lot and I think we're a pretty good team. We work pretty well together. He's actually here now, hanging out with my kiddo. I don't have much family out here in Michigan. I have my grandparents and I have a couple of cousins, one who lives in the same neighborhood as I do. So we get to see each other like all the time. And I bet I annoy her because I'm that family member that goes above and beyond to annoy people. But yeah, there's not much of my family, but we are very close. There's a lot of us, but we're not like together. There's probably a good 4 generations of us. And when we get together, it's like 50 of us all together trying to cram in one spot and catch up with each other.
That's funny.
I am very family oriented. It sucks I don't get to see them as much as I'd like to, but I am very family oriented.
All right, so let's go on here. Now, when you come home at the end of the day, how do you unwind and relax?
A glass of wine. Honestly, it takes me a while to start to relax. I'll come home, I'll get cleaned up. That way I can get relaxed. I'll get every dinner made and all of that. And then once I have time to actually chill out, I will sit on the couch. Usually I'm just scrolling through social media while the TV watches me. I'll usually have The Big Bang Theory running and I'll pause for a second if I hear something funny and then I'll go right back to scrolling on my phone. I'm a typical millennial.
Yeah. I think it reaches past millennials now. Like my parents do that, so just us anymore.
Great. Most millennials aren't alone.
Yeah. All right. So, so let's say it's a Saturday and you have nothing to do at all. How are you going to spend that day?
Playing The Sims or taking a nap. Well, if I don't have my kid. Yeah. If I don't have my kid, that's what I'm doing. If my kid's here, we're most likely going to the park, or if it's snowing out, we'll go outside, make a snowman, or we'll just stay inside and play the game.
Yeah, that's fun. That's how I would ideally do it too.
Yeah. If I don't have to leave the house, I won't though.
So this one's one of my favorite questions. If you won the lottery, how would you spend the money?
And I have been dwelling on this question all day. I have no idea. I always told myself if I ever won like a massive amount of money, I would split the funds between all of my family. Like I could not keep just $1 billion or $1 million. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I would split it between my family. I'd get me a nice, but not really expensive house and car for me and my kiddo. I would save most of my money and invest it. And I would pay off school and finish school while probably not working as much. I would still work. I can't see myself not working. I would get too bored or I'd get too lazy. So I'd work a little bit, maybe like contingent.
Yeah,
I'd save my money, but get everything that we actually need first.
Good answer there. All right. So now, when you go swimming, do you prefer to be in a pool, at a beach, or in a lake or riverside, and why?
Probably the beach, simply because I love the beach. I don't know. I feel like that's a strange question. I would probably just say the beach because that's where I go a lot, and I feel like the lake is at the beach, at least here in Michigan. So I mean, I kind of got a twofer there. I don't care too much for pools just because I don't like the smell of the chlorine. It makes me feel like I'm swimming in bleach water. But I love the ocean. Not the ocean. I've never swam in the ocean, but I love the lake, and I love to be in the water.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying with the pool. Like it ruins your hair too. Like not that I worry about my hair too much, but you've been in that pool too long or something. You come out and you feel like you could break it off in your hand.
Right, and then you get more dry because of that chlorine and stuff. I have no issue with it though. Like I'll swim in a pool like with no problems. I can swim. Yeah. But if I had to choose, it would definitely be like at the beach.
Yeah. That's cool. So describe your perfect vacation.
My perfect vacation. I have always kind of wanted to travel to Barcelona, however they say it. Um, I really like their Gothic architecture. So my perfect vacation would probably just going to Barcelona and taking pictures and just seeing all of their cool buildings and experiencing their cultures out there. That would be perfect for me. It'd be completely different. It would be out of the United States. Um, I guess I wouldn't mind if my kid was there, but I mean, I guess a little break wouldn't be so bad. But yeah,
You're the first one that I've done this with that said anywhere in Europe. So
yeah,
yeah, it's I got a lot of, like on the beach somewhere where I got nothing to do. Got a few, one person said New Orleans, one person said Los Angeles. So yeah,
nope, too easy. I need
yeah,
to go far out and
yeah,
somewhere that's outside of my comfort zone.
yeah. No, that's cool. I wouldn't thought of that. My wife and I had actually asked each other that question a couple weeks ago, and I said I want to go to Iceland. I just like we've seen a couple shows and documentaries about it, and like it just seems like a really cool place to visit.
Yeah,
So that's where I would want to go.
that's nice.
Yeah. All right. So if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? And also, what would your dream house be like there?
So if I could live anywhere, let's see. I have no idea. It would probably be like somewhere in the islands, I guess. I don't know. But then again, like I don't want to be around too many people. So if I could live on my own personal island, but still like could easily access the United States, I would. I don't want like a really big house. I would want something that's nice and small, but if I could have a house that's like nothing but windows,
Ooh,
that would be awesome. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Twilight. Um,
I haven't.
okay, so the vampires, the Cullens, they have this super cool house that's like completely ducked into the woods, and it's like a complete glass clear house. I would live in something like that.
Especially if you got your own personal island.
Oh yeah. Oh
That'd
yeah, it would be great. I could see everything that's going on. I don't have to worry about anybody looking in or any peeping toms or anything like that. It's just me, my island, and my glass house.
be. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right. So now we get into the work-related ones. So how long have you been working in autism services?
I have been working in autism services for a little over 2 years.
Good. Good. So go ahead and take us through like a normal day with your clients.
I can't really say there's a normal day with my clients. It kind of varies. It depends on the type of client you have. But originally, when you originally go to the client's house, or if they come into the center, I mainly do in-home. So when I go to a client's home, of course, I'll greet everyone down to the parents and the dog. um, I'll hang out with the kiddo that I'm there for services with, and we'll kind of just, we call it pairing. And that basically means just, hanging out with the kid and playing with him and letting them, be comfortable with you, even though you may have seen this client, multiple times over the course of the past few weeks. It's very important to kind of just bond with that client, the first, I would say 20 minutes to a half an hour before you start jumping into any work, kind of ease them into it. At that point, I will slowly start going into programs. Now, some of our clients, they do their programs at a table. So when they're done playing or taking their break, we'll go to a table, we'll sit there, we'll do a couple of trials, and then they'll earn their break again. They'll get 5-10 minutes, or they might get more depending on what that client needs. Um, let's see, what else? So we'll take a break and we'll do that, throughout the day. Sometimes if we're at the center, we have certain activities that we're going to do, or we might have a spirit week. So if, what was this past holiday, Valentine's Day, we
Yeah.
made little hearts and did little heart projects with the kiddos. My favorite time is Christmas because we do the spirit week. So we get to come to work in our pajamas, and I don't know anyone who does not like that day.
Yeah.
We'll have like a mismatch day or a crazy hair day, and then we'll have themed activities that we'll do with the kids. towards the end of session, I would say maybe the last 15, 20 minutes, we start wrapping things up. We might pair with the client again and kind of play with them, hang out with them, let them know, okay, there's no more work, you're fine. We'll do our paperwork, and then the parents will come, we'll explain to them how their session was very briefly. We'll usually send them home with a look what I did today sheet as if it was daycare or school. So they know exactly what their kids are, up to. The parents will sign off on everything and we'll send them on their way. It can be pretty crazy sometimes. There's some clients that are more chill, and there's other clients who you could say hi to them and they're about ready to bust you in the face. But I absolutely love it. I love the more challenging clients. It makes my day go by a little bit faster. And once you actually get to know them and pair with them, you're like the only person in the world that they want to trust. And it kind of it feels really good. It's kind of like getting a virtual hug.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what drew you to this industry?
Nothing, actually. I feel like I didn't know anything about ABA until I started working here, until they hired me. I put my application in on one of those sites, rather it was Indeed or it might have been Indeed. And then the company reached out to me. Before this, I had worked in a children's hospital in Ohio that dealt with various things, from kids who were suicidal, homicidal, schizophrenic, autistic, just a wide variety of different things. So I feel like this was a great next step for me, coming from that hospital, dealing with, all of those behaviors, to just focusing on autism. And it was crazy. I knew I really wanted the job when the people that did my interview, they told me, okay, so you have to be goofy with the kids. So just think of a song, a Disney song, and play it out for us. Just sing it. And I'm like, you want me to sing it to you guys like right now in this interview? So yeah, I think that might have been what got me the job. Like I went all out for it.
That's awesome. I've never been in an interview where they asked me to sing. If they did, I probably wouldn't get the job.
And you know what? No one else told me they had to sing for the interview. I feel like I was the only one that had to do it.
Well, hey, if it got you the job, keep singing.
Oh yeah, I've been here for 2 years plus strong. So
good. So all right, then what is your favorite part of working in ABA?
Just the kids, honestly. We get kids with such bright personalities. And I think I just like to see, I love to see the progress that the kids make, like seeing how they come to us on their first day and then looking a couple of weeks later and seeing where they are versus where they were when they first got here. I love to see the progress. It means that we're doing something right. And you can really see how the kid is improving, and they're gonna go through life a little bit better.
Good. So what would be your advice to someone who's looking to start working in ABA?
It is a tough job. You really have to have the heart for it. If you don't feel like you have the heart for it, or if there is even any type of doubt in your mind that you might not like the job, there's no shame in saying like it's not the job for you. But if you do, if you do start working as an RBT or start working for even if just attendant care, I think you'll love it. I think if you put your best effort into it, then you're going to do great. There's still times where I feel like, man, am I doing my job right? And it just takes my supervisor to say, hey, look, you're doing everything right. It may feel like you're not doing it right, but everything is going just how it needs to go. Confidence is key too. And you'll definitely build that working at this job.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's always good when your supervisor thinks you're doing a good job too.
Yeah, that's the only time I think I'm doing good. If she says I'm good, I must be doing good. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're gonna end the interview with a billboard. And basically, what that means is that we're gonna have a billboard come on, and you get to choose what it says. So, what would you want your personal billboard to say?
Just like a long quote, or just like a couple of words?
Whatever you want. Something that's meaningful to you.
I've always liked the phrase, you are enough.
There you go. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Especially working in this industry with as you said, challenging children, and just overall things can be overbearing sometimes, and you need to be reminded every now and again.
Yeah. Yes, I think that's it. I think I'll use that one.
No, that's perfect. So good, good. Well, definitely thank you for doing this with me. It was great getting to know you.